This is my blog assignment. My name's Jackie Schiller, and I just went to the seminar about peer pressure. I think it went all right. I got there, and there was like 5 people, and we were just talking, and I thought it was going to be like the 5 of us. I know it was going to be like 30 people, but 30 people showed up. And we got started. I feel like we did have a lot of active talkers. We all were involved. Everybody had an opinion. The people who didn't talk as much, like when we did skits, they talked. And everybody was involved. I guess I learned a lot. Mostly the idea of peer pressure, like pressuring someone into doing something that they don't want to do, or pressuring people to be a certain way or believe a certain thing. And I learned a lot because I have my own views. And I guess it was like a realization to listen to other people's views and kind of see where they're coming from, as opposed to, just yourself and what you believe and what's kind of like shaped you to be the person that you are. So it's interesting definitely to see other people's views and how they've developed. Like I said, people who didn't really talk, they had skits that we did, so everybody was involved and laughing, so it was nice. I think we touched on a lot was peer pressure with like sorority and the fraternity things, because of college campus, so it's inevitable you're going to have like sororities and fraternities. We talked about like the pressure with like drinking and just like to be a certain way or like be a certain thing to be accepted into the whole group, and especially like with alcohol or stuff like that, because we talked about like a lot of us are underage. We're mostly freshmen in the seminar. We were just talking about how people pressure you into drinking just to be part of the norm or part of like the group, to like show that you want to be in a certain fraternity or sorority, or like to prove that you're worthy, I guess people said. And I don't really agree with that. I think it's your choice what you want to do. I think everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So if you decide to drink alcohol, drink responsibly, be responsible, but don't pressure someone into drinking with you if they don't want to. One of the big things was, the hazing, and another thing we talked about a lot was religion, because people are discriminated against for what they believe and, who they are and, like, what they believe happens, why we live, like, what happens after we die, all that kind of stuff, which I personally think defines a lot about a person, because, it's what you believe, like, in cosmology, like, what you think the world is about and why we're here and, like, why we're put here on this earth. So I think it definitely, like, defines people. And we talked about, how people are pressured and being, the Christian faith, how people witness to someone who says, like, agnostic or atheist, and, like, try to put their beliefs on them and pressure them into being, something they're not, which I don't agree with. I am a Christian, but I think everybody's entitled to their own beliefs. And I believe that pressuring someone into believing something that they don't is wrong, and it's not going to work, because people are going to stick to their guns eventually, and they believe what they want. I think we do this Library 100 activity because, it really, like, it brings us together, first of all, as freshmen in, like, a new environment. And it definitely gives you, like, chance to, like, look at people who are in the same place as you, in the same age, and mostly the same age, and same situation, and kind of, like, just observe the different views that you have about religion and, race, sexual orientation, all these things, because everybody's got a different opinion. Some are similar, some are completely different from what you've grown up with, what you believe in. But it's just interesting to see how people of the same age, in the same situation that we're in, in college, just starting out, it's scary, it's the real world, but everybody's got a different opinion on what, they want to do with their lives and who they are. And we just kind of focus more on, like, be who you want to be, don't be pressured into believing one thing or being one thing. I learned a lot from it. I was forced to, like, look at things from different people's points of view, like, people maybe who are more tolerant of, like, the homosexual lifestyle, or people, like I said, agnostic or atheist. Like, I've never think to, look from their perspective, like, what are they thinking? Like, what are their reasons behind what they believe? So it's definitely interesting to see people's opinions and what they believe in, and I think that if we all believe the same thing, the world would be interesting. Like, everybody be the same person. We wouldn't mesh well. It's because everybody complements each other. Like, where you believe in something, someone might believe somebody else, but you get along anyways, because we're all part of the same world, and we might believe the same thing, but we still have that common ground of that we do have beliefs, and we are allowed to believe what want to believe. And we don't have to feel pressured into believing one certain thing. So that's what I learned. And I'm glad I got it done. And I think it's something that should be required for freshmen because, people did complain about it, but I think it definitely, showed you there's more to life than you and your beliefs. And that's my vlog.